Hey, is that serious?
Yeah, like, what is this? What's the thing? It is that watch. It's every mall. Look. Here's a different mall. Lenox Mall? I don't know where that is. Look. Hold on. Look at that line. Outside of the mall. Oh, they're all run. I bet you. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is not King of Prussia. Oh, I bet you a lot of these people. Look at this mall. There's no more watches at 10:02. I bet you what you call it, came in and bought all of them. A reseller. I'm sorry, but people should not be allowed to buy more than two. Two per person. They need to start putting maxes on people. But I get it, they want their money. So if it sells out, by 10 a.m. and the mall just open at 9,
And they was sitting there since 6.
let's just say,
Like, come on now, you can't be mad at the person that was sitting there before the store was even fucking open. Like that's a reward. Like, all right, I'm gonna buy them all now. So I sat here, I get to buy them all.
I mean, if I could resell. Oh, this girl is right. You know who that is?
Yeah,
oh.
Oh, Mom, I have to go to this house and say hi.
Okay.
But, oh no, Mama.
Like stuff like that. But I got some stuff you need to put a limit on. But
no, I feel like anything that will draw attention, the Legos, because that Stranger thing, release, they sold out literally as soon as they released it on their website. Because I was watching it, sold out just like that. These people have these things on their devices where I don't know how they do it.
there should be a limit online for sure. But I'm talking about if you gotta sit there.
No, I don't
There
care.
shouldn't be
It still
no
should
limit.
be a limit. Maybe 3 or 5 max. Between 3 and 5, I think it's fair. Because then, if you have a family of 5, you each want one for whoever. I mean, I think 2 is fair, to be honest. Because if you need more, have more people come.
Then they probably do got more people coming.
Yeah, I mean, these. So you got the first person going and they say, how many do you have? I have 20. I want them all. So not only are you spending thousands of dollars, which mind you, if you have a
No, I
credit
think it was
card,
like 200 piece.
huh?
I think it was like 200.
Oh, these watches? That's it?
Yeah.
I just don't see the need for this, aside from it being trendy.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got Flagg, and it's Iverson in at the point guard position. And for East Rutherford, they've got Shepard, Devin Booker out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Ewing in at the 5. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's Shepard. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Pass to Houston. Here's Pettit. No one near him. And the bucket is good.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Shepard. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Iverson. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Pierce, the pass to Houston. 5 on the clock. Nice move. He's off on that one. Grimes with a defensive effort. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Here's Charlotte. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they're on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Now here's Grimes. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Iverson to the inside. Pass to Flagg. There's the steal. Here's Grimes. The offensive rebound. Martin misses.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Blocked! And they recover it. Here's Iverson. Booker defending. The 3. Charlotte, no good that time either.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Outside Grimes. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Iverson. Booker defending. Pettit. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Not that time. And that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And here's Shepard for 3. Outside Grimes for 3. Hornets with the rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant. And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And here's Flag outside. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Booker, good.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Rollins, he's checked in for East Rutherford. And a change for the Hornets. Bowles checked in. Here's Houston, still without a bucket. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Flag. Pass to Iverson. Here's Houston. They need this. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. Here's Shepard. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Iverson passes to Houston. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Martin. Pass to Houston. Here's Iverson, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. East Rutherford making a switch here. Allen's checked in. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Rollins. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Sacramento. Out to the right wing. A minute 58 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Hornets trail by 14. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pierce can't get to it.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Rollins passes to Martin. Hornets with the rebound. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Flag. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the 3 by East Rutherford. With the drive, here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Out left to the wing. And here's Shepard for 3. Bull grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Iverson, sweet little floater.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Rejected by Bull. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Iverson passes to Houston. Here's Iverson, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
For 3, Booker. No good.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
And so it's East Rutherford finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for East Rutherford.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Jalen Wells out there with Walker. And it's Strother in at the 2 guard. And for Charlotte, we've got Yakichonis. And it's Shrimp in at the power forward position. Basket's good. Ewing's got his second basket of the night.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Yakachonis. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
They set a pick. The three is up. Rebounded by Johnson. Hornets trail by 8. Johnson on the wing. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Timeout called, East Rutherford. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. It's Wells on the wing. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Yakachonis. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Pass to Ewing. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Shrimp right at the free throw line. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
And that one is hammered home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Yakachonis. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. Outside Wells. Pass to Rollins. Kept alive. Ewing. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Ewing's got 6 here in the quarter.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Rollins gets the bucket. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Down low. It's tipped, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Timeout called, East Rutherford. Both teams will make substitutions. East Rutherford leading by 8. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, B.A. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm giving
that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Iverson. Pass to Flag. Here's Iverson. And there's a pick. Inside. And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got his second bucket on the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for in the player group?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
East Rutherford making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Pass to Korver. Here's Iverson. Booker defending. Here's Korver. Here's Pierce. Still no points. Here's the floater. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Checking in for East Rutherford.
East Rutherford leading by 11.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Iverson. Here's Korver. East Rutherford pulls it in. Shepard's got 4 rebounds now. Grimes goes back up. And it's Flag with a rebound. Flag's got 4 rebounds now. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
And this is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
East Rutherford leading by 13. Martin, the pass to Booker. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Houston. Out to the wing. Fires the 3. Korver can't get it to go. Outside Grimes. Here's Shepard. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta. Shepard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's East Rutherford, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
When I look at East Rutherford, a month left to play, dog days, a lot of teams on autopilot. They seem to be in that group.
Destination, the NBA lottery. They need another difference maker. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Hornets.
The big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hornets trail by 14. They've got Quentin Grimes, also Devin Booker out there, and it's Ewing in at the center position. Puts up a three. Houston gets the bucket. Houston's got 8 points.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And for the Hornets, they've got Flag, and it's Iverson in at the point.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Back to Booker. Booker gets it done inside.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Here's Iverson. Booker defending. Puts it up. East Rutherford pulls it in. Shepard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. East Rutherford moving the ball around. From outside, off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Flag. Here's Iverson. Booker defending. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the Hornets making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Number 12, Trey Johnson.
East Rutherford leading by 11. Here's Shepard. Rebounded by Johnson. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. For East Rutherford, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Pass to Iverson. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Flag. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Flag's got 6.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
For East Rutherford, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Booker, pass to Grimes. Martin a screen. East Rutherford needs to get off the shot here. Booker can't get it to go.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Flag. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Pass to Booker. Wide open. And he knocks the jumper down. And that's 12 points for Devin Booker.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Here's Jonas. He's got 6. Driving inside. Johnson on the wing. The 3. Doesn't go that time. Grimes with a defensive effort. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Ewing gets it to go. He's got 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Rollins, he's checked in for Grimes. Bowl, he's checked in for Charlotte. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 14. Pass to Jonas. There's the screen by Bowl. And he drives in. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
They have no answer defensively inside.
To the middle. Here's Booker. Oh, my! Booker just throwing it down.
And and Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
A step back shot, and he comes up with a bucket. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back over to you, Brian.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report. And that was good. Booker's got 18.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Outside Johnson. Down low. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Hornets trail by 16. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Johnson with a bucket.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
For East Rutherford, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. East Rutherford moving the ball around. Pass to Ewing. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Drops in the 3. He's got 17.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires the 3. Shrimp misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Shepard. Fires from deep. Again, it's East Rutherford from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Shrimp. Here's Yakuchonis. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Shrimp. So both teams changing it up here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Booker for 3. Drills it from deep.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. Here's Korver. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for each. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Jared Allen out there with Shepard. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Jalen Wells. And it's Rollins in at the point. Here's Shepard with the flag. Oh, great D on that shot. And it's off the mark. Here's Iverson out to the right wing. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
From the arc, that shot off.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Pass to Chandler. Here's Pierce. He's covered by Wells. Clock at 6. Pierce gets the bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Allen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident operating around the rim.
So it's the Hornets now. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Basket counts.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Rollins passes to Allen. Here's Rollins. Allen a screen to the inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
For a big, Allen is so fluid, setting a pick and then gracefully rolling into position.
Martin, he's checked in for East Rutherford. And here's Charlotte now. Here's Iverson. Pass to Pettit. Launches a three. East Rutherford pulls it in. Shepard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Grimes, the pass to Allen. Here's Shepard. Shot clock at 5. East Rutherford moving the ball around. Here's Grimes. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Pass to Iverson. From deep. East Rutherford pulls it in. Here's Shepard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for East Rutherford.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Here's what East Rutherford's going with right now. Wells comes in for Martin, and Strother subbed in for Grimes.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Here's Shepard. Pass to Allen. Here's Shepard. Tries it from the top of the key, and he hits the jumper. Shepard's got 13 in the second half.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Here's Iverson. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
And here's Shepard for 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Iverson. Can't hit. East Rutherford has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Shepard. Tries the spin move. Now here's Allen. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepard.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
East Rutherford making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Here's Iverson. They pick up 2.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Walker sets a screen.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Second team foul.
And he makes the first. Trent, he's checked in for Walker. Some changes for Charlotte. Second free throw, no good. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot. At point blank range, oh yeah, you're not missing from there.
Rollins passes to Trent. Over to the wing. Trent on the wing. There's the 3. Deflected. And it's the Hornets on the break. Gordon against Trent. Gordon down low. And he converts the layup. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Rollins. Allen outside. Pass to Wells. Here's Strother. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's Yakachonis. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the pick. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
So we see East Rutherford get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And time now for our player of the game.